Good morning, Tennessee Valley. It is 6:31 a.m. and a cool 72 degrees this morning. Welcome. My name's Matt Ryerson. I'm your Tuesday morning host. This is my co-host, Matthew Tolbert.
Good morning. How are you?
Not bad.
Good to see you. Good to see you too.
Thanks for joining us this morning. We have a great show lined up for you. But we want to kind of review the weekend or review the week. We had a big event with Kiwanis.
We did. Pooches to pedigrees.
Yeah.
We were expecting maybe like 3 dogs and 10 people to come out to Pooches to pedigrees, but instead we had 80 dogs.
Yes.
And nearly 300 people show up for this thing, and it was fantastic.
Yeah, we had some really interesting dogs, costumes, some beautiful dogs.
My favorite was the Chihuahua dressed up like a taco.
Yes.
That was hilarious.
Yes, we had a dog dressed up as a hot dog, which was funny. And then they all got trophies, and the trophy sat about this high.
I know. And then a lot of gifts from local area businesses giving out dog treats and stuff.
Pet photography.
Pet photography, yeah.
It's pretty cool. So if you did not have the opportunity to join us out there this past Saturday at the Tri-State Exhibition Center, next year, don't miss it. There's already plans in the works right now for Pooches to Pedigree 2.
Bigger and better, and Santa was there.
Santa Claus made a visit. Get some pictures taken. It was pretty impressive.
Yeah, it was pretty nice.
For those who like to get your Christmas cards early, that was a great opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
So, also last week we had our United Way annual kickoff luncheon.
That's right. The food was good.
The food was great. The governor's wife was terrific.
Mm-hmm.
The First Lady of Tennessee, Chrissy Haslam, was our guest speaker. She did a marvelous job speaking to the crowd, and it was a packed house, almost 400 people in there, and that's
400 people, really?
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Yeah, and the best part of it was the announcement of where we stand this far in the campaign. And we're a little over $900,000.
Yeah, almost $1 million. That's pretty good.
Yeah, which is fantastic. It goes to a number of local agencies. And one thing I love about the United Way, of course, I work there, in fairness. What I love about the United Way is that out of every $100, 99 of those dollars stay local. So when you give to the United Way here in Bradley County, it's staying here in Bradley County, which is really important to, I think, all of us. So.
And we know we need it, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Mm-hmm. We have some challenges, and we have some great agencies to help us overcome those challenges. So,
great week. It was a good week.
Yeah,
good week.
We also had a really cool guest last week. You may have remembered if you were watching us, Susan Henson from the Pure in Heart Conference. Now, Susan came on and talked about this conference. It's a mother-daughter conference, and the daughters are typically around the
7 to 12. Was
right,
that
right. The tween age, I think, is what they call it. And she offered 2 free tickets to this event. So Joe Palo, our producer in-house, is going to put up an email address here. And if you are interested in these 2 tickets to the Pure in Heart Conference, their value is like $100.
And this is a valuable thing because, I mean, it's packed out already.
Absolutely.
Tickets are going like crazy, and there may not be a very good opportunity to get any. So this is a good a good chance to get some of those tickets.
This is a national conference. You're right. This is a national conference held right here in Cleveland, Tennessee at First Baptist Church, November 12th. So you got time to plan, but we'll want you to email, and we'll put your name in a drawing. We're going to select 2 names this week. And you'll see it right there at the bottom, right here.
Right.
There you go.
Right.
Very good.
Right there.
If you email now and say, I want the tickets, just give us your name, and of course we'll have your email address. We'll put it into a drawing, and we'll pull a name. And if Joe will leave that up for just a minute, that way you can write it down. So
I almost wish I was a woman and I had a daughter who was 7.
Okay.
This sounds like fun. When she was describing it,
being
it
a woman?
like fun. No, not being a woman. No, the conference. There's like activities and all this other stuff. And actually, when she was talking about men with their sons,
yes,
I was a little anxious. I thought, man, that's just a great idea. I need to have a kid. I need to have a boy.
Okay. But Matt's right. Seriously, It's a fantastic event. So email us now. It's at the bottom of the screen there. We're going to go through some news really quickly. We have a few tidbits. Federal funding for some future long-term disaster relief in Tennessee, Georgia, and Alabama to help rebuild after the April tornadoes has been halted. Instead, the money will be used for immediate disaster relief for victims of Hurricane Irene, officials said Monday. The shift in funding will not affect individual assistance for tornado victims or projects that have already been submitted or approved. FEMA Director Craig Fugit told reporters Monday during a news conference about Hurricane Irene. So I think the impact here locally, I just wanted to bring up this story because I think the impact here locally will be minimal because most of our projects are on the way and it won't affect individual assistance, but it's important that we know that a lot of that FEMA assistance is going to go to the East Coast.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask, if we were going to be affected. But.
And speaking of tornado, there will be an event, a storytelling event to help tornado victims called the Blue Tarp Special, and it'll be here in 2 weeks. It's a combination of traditional music and storytelling for the community to come together and hear, and they can donate to recovery of neighbors victimized by the April 27th tornadoes and storms. It'll take place September 8th at the 5 Points Market at the First Street Square downtown. If you haven't been to that market, it's a great event downtown on the First Street Square, the newest park in town, and they'll have some comedy going on, some music.
They have blue tarps.
Blue tarps.
Okay, that's
and blue tarps in recognition of so many of our roofs had tarps on them, and they were all blue to cover up the damage. But that'll be a great event. There's a great community garden thriving in downtown Cleveland. Betty Payne was determined the community garden in her public housing neighborhood would thrive this summer. In the back are watermelons and pumpkins, green beans, and another side of okra. Right here we have sweet potatoes and some gourds, Payne said during a garden tour recently. It's the third growing season in the community garden, begun by volunteers from the Caring Place. We have a representative today, which is why I bring up this story, from the Caring Place and the Greenway Table, Jennifer Norton.
That's right. We've had her on.
We have. And the UT Extension Service Master Gardener class. The garden is in the center of backyards shared by the apartments on 6th Street Southeast.
So is this the second community garden? Because we have the Greenway Table, which is a community garden, right? Mm-hmm. And now we have this community garden, which is in its third season. So we got like we're a garden city.
That's right. If that wasn't taken, we should have named it.
I know, right? Mm.
So, congratulations to the 6th Street apartment complex, Caring Place, and the Greenway Table. 2 other bits of news. Michael Vick, for you NFL fans, signed a 6-year, $100 million contract.
He's not worth it.
From a fall to grace, a stint in prison, 6 years, $100 million. And then
let me just say this. The last time he got a $100 million contract, he ended up blowing it on a bunch of dogs.
Okay.
And after this last weekend, and Pooches to Pedigrees, and some of you dog lovers will know out there, it's very difficult to be happy for a guy who did that to those animals.
It is. But we're all about second chances.
That's true. That's true. And I mean, I give him a clean slate if he proves it to me.
More importantly, here locally, Kaylee Radzyminski, who is a guest on my birthday, who does the Tunes for the Troops program. Many of you know this program. She sends CDs, DVDs, all sorts of entertainment to our troops overseas. And she does it as a nonprofit here in town called Tunes for the Troops. She is in a Pepsi online contest. The top 15 vote getters in this Pepsi online contest get $10,000. So
that's fantastic.
Yes, the top 15 right now. I checked it this morning before I came over here. Right now, she is in 16th place. She's one out of $10,000. So we've got to vote.
We got to do this.
You can vote till tomorrow, and the easiest way to vote is to go to her website, which is tunes4, tunesforthetroops.org. Troops plural. So again, that's www.tunesforthetroops.org. Get on there, and there's a big link to click on. It tells you how to vote. You have to register with Pepsi. I've done it. It doesn't get you on a mailing list. You don't get crazy emails or anything like that. It's not a trick. It's not a virus. It's not a scam. Do it now. We're one place out of 15 for $10,000 for this terrific program to send DVDs, entertainment, CDs over to our troops in Afghanistan and Iraq and Kuwait. My family's got a friend over there right now, Shane Lawson, Jimmy Ledford, a couple guys that really sacrificed a lot here at home to go over and protect our freedom. So this is a great way to support those guys and support a local nonprofit through this amazing young woman.
Tunes for the Troops.
Yes.
.com.
.org.
.org.
So make sure you get out and vote for that. We're going to take a quick look at our local weather. It's still 6:41 a.m. and it's a cool 71 degrees this morning. It was really comfortable. Cool. Unfortunately, it's not going to stay that way today. And I don't know, Joe, our producer, I'm not sure if he's been putting up the same weather for the past 2 months, but it looks about the same. Today, partly sunny, a high of 93. Tomorrow, partly sunny, a high of 93. Tomorrow, partly sunny, a high of 96. Gets a little bit warmer.
What I'd like to see is the first number being 8 all the way across that screen.
I could do 70s.
I could do that too.
That's just a pipe dream right now, though, I think.
8, I think, would probably signal fall is on its way.
I agree. Well, it's going to be hot. It's going to stay hot. Hurricane Irene, while she certainly impacted the East Coast, just didn't get over. I think we got a little breezy the other day.
That was about it.
But yeah, we didn't get any rain, and it didn't cool us off at all.
Appalachian Mountains just kind of cut us off from that.
I think so. Well, we thank you for joining us this morning. We have a special guest coming right up, Amy Hicks from Helping Paws, Healing Hearts. Fantastic program, and the star of the show, Daryl, is going to be here. So we'll be right back.
How would you like to look and feel better? If so, then visit the Ford Center for Anti-Aging, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest. Dr. Ford has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding area since 1984. He is a licensed physician with the Board of Anti-Aging Medicine, offering affordable Botox injections. Botox is a medication that is used to treat dynamic wrinkles such as crow's feet, forehead lines, and frown lines. In addition to Botox therapy, rejuvenate and smooth wrinkled skin. The micro laser peel treats skin conditions associated with aging and active lifestyles. If you're looking for safe and affordable anti-aging treatment, call the Ford Center for Anti-Aging at 423-614-0535, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest.
I'm Byron Winters with Landmark Insurance Brokerage. Contact me for all of your business insurance needs. From general liability to workers' comp, commercial auto, and business umbrellas, Landmark Insurance has you covered.
Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland, is your #1 Dodge Chrysler and Jeep dealer in this area. Stop by and see the brand new 2011 Chrysler 200. The 200 is essentially a new nameplate with a significant facelift to the outgoing 2010 Chrysler Sebring. A beautiful vehicle at an unbeatable price. And while you're there, check out the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee and the newly designed Dodge Durango. Redesigned, revamped, and reinvigorated. Yes, the Dodge Durango is back, bigger and better than ever. Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep offers a complete parts and service department with qualified service technicians to fix and repair your vehicle. So for your next brand new or pre-owned vehicle, make it Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland.
I'm Dr. James Markham, host of the television program Heart of Health, seen right here on WTNB television. Thursday at 7 o'clock, Friday at 8 a.m. or Sunday at 3:30 p.m.
He's very scared of fate.
Welcome back. It is 6:45 a.m. and 71 degrees here in the Tennessee Valley. We thank you for joining us this morning. And we have a very special friend, and an old friend.
Right.
That I've known for quite some time, Amy Hicks. Amy, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for being here. I was very excited to come in and be here with the two Matts.
Well, we appreciate it. You have an amazing program, Helping Paws, Healing Hearts is the name of the program. And here's one of the 2 stars, or one of the 3 stars.
That's right.
Daryl, down in front. You can kind of make Daryl out there. He's relaxing. He was here earlier. He's kind of a diva. He was demanding water and biscuits, and we just didn't have anything. So he said, well, I'm just going to lay down then. So we appreciate you bringing Daryl on with you. For those of our viewers who don't know, there's a good picture of Daryl. For those of you who don't know, for those of our viewers who don't know what Helping Paws, Healing Hearts is, maybe you can tell them what it is, what the program's about.
Well, fortunately, I began years ago when you guys were around with Safe Schools Healthy Students with a federal grant here in the community. And our goal is to utilize animal-assisted activities or pet therapy and utilize dogs to help people, adults, children, but mostly in this community we are working in our local school systems and utilizing my 3 dogs, Daryl, Larry, and now the new puppy Addison, to help kids in just numerous ways.
That's awesome. Now, you know, at first some people might say, oh, you're hanging out with a dog. What impact does a dog have on the whole counseling effort, working with a child or working with a family or an adult? What impact does a dog have in that session?
Well, I think even from just being here today, when Daryl entered here, you know, these guys were happy to see him. When I take a dog into the presence of someone who's stressed, someone who's worried, or someone who just needs a friend to talk to, it just opens up the door and it makes everyone more comfortable. We all love animals, and if you study the research, it will show you that having a dog around, especially with a child who has been in a traumatic event, having a dog to pet will help that child to open up more, to talk more. But we don't just use them in counseling sessions. We're using them now in so many avenues. We're leaving here today. I'm now working with Coordinated School Help for Cleveland City Schools. We're leaving here today. We're heading up to Camp Ocoy with the Teen Learning Center, the alternative school. We're going to go up and we have a program called Paws for Fitness. So we're going to literally teach the kids how to exercise like a dog, being run, jump, and play. No equipment required, but getting kids out to run and jump and play and exercise and just be a kid and know that you can and have fun. We also have a huge component that's grown out of our program is our Healing Hearts Grief Camp. And I really want to put a plug in for that. We have, I was thinking on the way here, I believe this is our 6th grief camp. We're holding 2 a year, one in the fall, one in the spring. This year, we have added children who suffered the tornado. They did not have to have a death, but the grief camp generally is for children who someone in their family has passed away. So we have a weekend of events. We have play therapy, we have pet therapy, we have art therapy. This year we've added dance therapy, and we get the kids in there and we let them heal through all these therapies. And it's just a great weekend. But this year, as I shared with you guys, I personally was affected by the tornado, and I realized what an impact it made on my life and the trauma that we went through. So this year we are including children who were impacted, their homes were hit from the tornado. And that's coming up, as I said, September 23rd and 24th. So I want to make sure that the community knows about that. It's called Healing Hearts Grief Camp, and you can contact your school counselors or the community. I know Matt has applications at United Way. Most community agencies have applications for that.
So they can either call one of the local city schools, ask for the counselor, and ask for an application. You can certainly call United Way. We have that as well.
Right.
If you have a child, is there an age range?
Yes, it is. It's Bradley County Schools as well. It's the whole community, but it's ages 6 to 14. Ages 6 to 14. Also, all the information is on our website, and that's helpingpawshealinghearts.com. But it's
helpingpawshealinghearts.com.
Helping Paws, P-A-W-S, healinghearts.com.
Excellent, excellent. Now, let me ask you, How'd you get started in this? I mean, there's a lot of people that have pets at home,
Right.
and they're saying, my pet is sweet, and I think most people can relate to what you're saying. We are a dog-crazy society. The Pooches to Pedigrees event proved that. How'd you get started with the idea to use your dogs as therapy dogs?
Well, you know, Matt, it is ironic that you guys would be here, because you guys were here in the beginning and you know the story, but I was very blessed with a supportive school system and a supportive community who let me kind of think outside the box. I was a full-time school counselor 7 years ago when this began, and I asked my principals if I could take the dogs to school and work with the kids who were just having traumatic events. Unfortunately, abuse, neglect, house fires, divorce, all kinds of things, to try to get the kids to open up and talk to me more. So that happened. And Cleveland City Schools allowed Daryl and Larry to become members of my counseling staff, and they originally went to school with me. And from that, we got involved with the community, with Safe Schools through the federal grant. We grew from there to a nonprofit, and it's just grown tremendously. We've helped people around the community. There's another school counselor in the county now, Kathy Carter at Valley View, who uses her dog at the school. I love that other people are doing it. There is a process. Your dog needs to be a certified therapy dog. You need to know that their temperament's going to be very good. So I just put together really a dream, kind of, I guess, a vision. Lots of blessings and lots of support, and it grew from there. But
one of the stories that I remember, I don't know if you told me this or somebody else was telling me this, about a child who went through a trauma at the school and wasn't talking. Mm-hmm. And when they walked into when the child walked into your office, she went right over to your dogs, and she hadn't talked for months or something like this, and she went right over to the dogs and started talking, and it took them to actually help her unload the anguish and the grief and everything else from this trauma that she had.
That's very true, and that's our first story. That is a story that I tell in a book that we're a part of called The Lemonade Stand. It's very true. It was a young student who came to the school and had spent 3 days at the school actually being very violent, being aggressive, and was completely shut down. The child was 7 and had not talked. And once I brought Larry and Daryl into the room, the child literally got in the floor and not talked to me, but told Larry and Daryl lots of stuff that had been going on. Mm-hmm. And that opened that door for that child to get some help. Mm-hmm. And do I believe it was the dogs? Yes, most definitely. Mm.
And that's, you know, the power of pets and the power of properly trained therapy dogs. And again, don't you all start taking your dogs to work and say, hey, it's a therapy dog. There is a process, and it's quite an extensive process to make sure that your dog does have the right temperament. And there's a lot of training. I know Amy and your husband Wes have done a lot to really train the dogs. And you have a newest member of your team, Daryl and Larry. For anybody that knows Helping Paws Healing Hearts, we all know Daryl and Larry. But you have a new member, Addison, you mentioned?
We do, Addison. She's a rescue. All of our dogs are rescues, good old pound dogs from the shelter, and she's part black lab and part sweet dog, just like they are. So she's actually currently in obedience school working on her training. So she'll be out there working, but she's hopefully going to reach and teach a lot of children as well. So we're excited. I do want to just say 2 other quick things. Being a nonprofit, obviously, we have to raise funds, and we have a couple of things coming up. September the 19th, it's a Monday night. We have a Chick-fil-A Spirit Night from 4 to 8. So all you got to do is come to Chick-fil-A and just say, hey, I'm here for Helping Paws, and part of the proceeds will go to us that night. So that's September 19th. And this year for our fundraiser, we're doing something a little bit different. We're having a motorcycle poker run, and that's going to be on October 1st. So anyone who would like to participate in that, if you ride a motorcycle, it's going to be a beautiful fall day, hopefully, October 1st. All this information, once again, is on our website at Helping Paws Healing Hearts. But we've had great support from this community, and I just know that it's going to continue because these dogs are a blessing.
Yes.
They're a blessing to many, and I'm blessed every day to get to share them with the community and to help children. And not only help children, but when we're helping the children, we're helping the teachers, we're helping the parents, and they're helping everyone. So I love what I do. I'm very passionate about it. And once again, I thank you guys for being there in the beginning and the community for supporting us in this little kind of thinking outside the box endeavor.
It's a great program. We're absolutely huge fans. A lot of big time events, a grief camp coming up, a couple fundraising opportunity. Visit Helping Paws, P-A-W-S, healinghearts.com. Is that what you said?
That's right.
Helping Paws, healinghearts.com, and you can get all this information at the website. Hear more about Daryl and Larry and Addison, the new member to the team. Amy, we really appreciate you coming on this morning.
Thank you guys for letting me be here. It's
Have a great
to
time out at Camp Ocoee with the TLC group, and is Blair Deacon going out there?
Blair is the organizer. She does an amazing job. This is actually through the TREC grant, which is another grant that we're fortunate to be able to work with. And once again, we're going for coordinated school health and Helping Paws. And as I said, we're going to get those kids and we're going to exercise. I think Daryl's even going to ride in a canoe today.
Hey, all right. All right. Well, Amy, once again, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you, Daryl.
Thank you, Daryl. We have another special guest from the Caring Place this morning, and of course, the things that matter. We'll be right back.
I'm Kathy Guy with Landmark Insurance Brokerage. Call us today for all your personal insurance needs. With 28 years in the insurance business, I have the solutions and pricing you are looking for. At Landmark Insurance Brokerage, we've got you covered.
Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland, is your #1 Dodge Chrysler and Jeep dealer in this area. Stop by and see the brand new 2011 Chrysler 200. The 200 is essentially a new nameplate with a significant facelift to the outgoing 2010 Chrysler Sebring. A beautiful vehicle at an unbeatable price. And while you're there, check out the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee and the newly designed Dodge Durango. Redesigned, revamped, and reinvigorated. Yes, the Dodge Durango is back, bigger and better than ever. Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep offers a complete parts and service department with qualified service technicians to fix and repair your vehicle. So for your next brand new or pre-owned vehicle, make it Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland.
I'm Dr. James Markham, host of the television program Heart of Health, seen right here on WTNB television. Thursday at 7 o'clock, Friday at 8 a.m. or Sunday at 3:30 p.m.
How would you like to look and feel better? If so, then visit the Ford Center for Anti-Aging, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest. Dr. Ford has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding area since 1984. He is a licensed physician with the Board of Anti-Aging Medicine, offering affordable Botox injections. Botox is a medication that is used to treat dynamic wrinkles such as crow's feet, forehead lines, and frown lines. In addition to Botox therapy, rejuvenate and smooth wrinkled skin. The micro-laser peel treats skin conditions associated with aging and active lifestyles. If you're looking for safe and affordable anti-aging treatment, call the Ford Center for Anti-Aging at 423-614-0535, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest.
They're telling us the mics are live. So we're back.
Yes, we are.
6:59 a.m. on this beautiful Tuesday morning. If you haven't been outside, it's cool, crisp. It kind of feels fall-like. It's not going to be.
No, it's not.
It is 70 degrees. Maybe we can, well, you know what? We're going to go straight to things that matter. We'll come back and do the weather in just a second.
All right.
But we're anxious to get some of these stories out there. There's some interesting ones.
So it's pretty important here, Matt.
It is.
My name is Matt, and these are the things that matter. A bearded scallywag, otherwise known as a pirate, robbed a Colorado Springs Walgreens in May of this year. Complete with a fake beard, eye patch, and weapon, likely the most modern part of the outfit, the man demanded prescription medications from a clerk and fled the scene. I guess this person was inspired by Pirates of the Caribbean 4,
Right.
and decided to, hey, What would it be like if Jack Sparrow robbed a pharmacy?
Yeah. You know what would have been better? If he had robbed him with a sword.
Yeah, that would have been better. Actually, I think what he had was a musket, and you know, had he had to stuff the barrel like that, and was.
That's my pirate, by the way.
That was good.
Yeah, thanks. All right.
This next one is hilarious to me. A sheriff in Minnesota arrested a man who allegedly tried to break into his home last week. This man is so dumb that he actually walked past the sheriff's squad car that was parked in his driveway to rob the sheriff's house. How dumb do you get? He actually went to the sheriff's garage to steal a hammer to break the window to the sheriff's house. So literally he was probably right up next to the squad car and decided to break in anyway.
He just needed a place to sleep.
Sheriff tackled him, held him until the rest of his deputies arrived, sent the guy to jail. Pretty easy.
Most sheriffs are elected officials. I got to think that helps your election effort.
I think so.
Single-handedly, I don't know. That just
wait a minute. Did he stage that? He staged that so that he could get reelected.
Only in Minnesota.
Oh my. This last one I put in there because of that story. Remember the 154 snakes from last week that we talked about? That guy?
Yeah, I remember more talking about your dad who went to jail.
Right. No.
For having exotic animals.
Actually, it was my grandfather who went to jail.
And then I also understand our producer here, Joe Palo.
He went to jail. Oh, wait, no, he didn't go to jail.
Well, he might have gone to jail.
Well, we just don't talk about that.
We don't know about that. But he does have a number of exotic snakes.
He raised them too. He raised them. He was in Florida. My dad lived in Florida, and he raised snakes on his own. And my dad, he had a Burmese python too.
I've met your dad. Wonderful gentleman.
Well, thank you.
Why in your family, and Joe, why does anyone think this is a good idea to have a Burmese python in your house?
I'm not saying so much that it's a good idea, but it is an interesting thing.
So let's hear the story.
This next story is a guy by the name of Eric. He is accused of stealing baby boa constrictors in Arizona.
Okay.
From a pet store by stuffing them down into his shorts.
You know, let me just say, since this is an ongoing story, I don't know, somebody that would want boa constrictors in your house seems like the type of person that might stick them down your pants to steal them. I don't know. And I'm certainly not judging you, Joe, our producer, who I dearly love, and I'm not judging your father.
Of course not.
But it does raise questions.
You know what's interesting? Both Joe Palo and my father are both Miami Dolphins fans. I don't know what that
also shows a certain lack of judgment.
Now here's something to go along with this story.
Okay.
There is a folk remedy for what ails you, kind of like a massage in Israel.
Okay, good.
It involves dropping a dozen snakes on top of you, on your back and your neck and your face, and the weight and movement of the snakes provides a kneading sensation, like a massage, and says it's surprisingly soothing and invigorating.
I doubt it's soothing.
It costs $80. All you need is $80, and you can have snakes dropped on you.
I can't think of anything less I'd like to do. Although we have another story. One last story.
Just one? Okay. Here we go. In New York, there is a $180 treatment. Basically caters to celebrities and socialites and things like that. And it says it promises to unlock the secrets of geisha beauty.
Geisha beauty, yes.
Yeah,
the Japanese right, tradition.
Beautiful women. It draws upon the Japanese treatment for smooth skin, and it uses primarily powdered nightingale droppings.
Wait a minute. Nightingales are birds.
Yes.
And the droppings.
That's their poop. Yeah. It reconstitutes it into a kind of a yellow paste.
Yeah, I bet.
And they apparently put it on the clients' faces, and it turns their clients into geishas.
All right.
I always thought that the geishas had like the white face. They put the white makeup on.
Yes.
But apparently it's kind of a yellow bird poop.
I tell you, the snake treatment sounds really good.
Sounds actually better, right?
Sounds really good.
When you look at it in context, I think you could truly understand snakes are nature's healing animals.
That's
aside
right.
from the dogs, of course.
Aside from the dogs. Thank you for those things
Absolutely.
that matter.
Those were the things that matter.
Let's take a quick look at the weather. We'll take another commercial break. Today, if you've been outside, it's actually nice right now. Enjoy it, because the rest of the day looks a little toasty.
It's not going to stay nice forever.
No, it is not. And in fact, the next few days are going to look very much like the last few days and the few days before that. Today, partly sunny, high of 93 degrees. Tomorrow, partly sunny, high of, yes, you guessed it, 93 degrees. And then Thursday, partly sunny.
Wait, 96 degrees.
Yes, you are the man. And that's your weather, your local weather for the next few days. We have Christy Ritzhaupt. There you go. I think I got the name. I've been butchering her name all morning. From the Caring Place, going to join us right after this commercial break. We'll be right back.
Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland, is your #1 Dodge Chrysler and Jeep dealer in this area. Stop by and see the brand new 2011 Chrysler 200. The 200 is essentially a new nameplate with a significant facelift to the outgoing 2010 Chrysler Sebring. A beautiful vehicle at an unbeatable price. And while you're there, check out the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee and the newly designed Dodge Durango. Redesigned, revamped, and reinvigorated. Yes, the Dodge Durango is back, bigger and better than ever. Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep offers a complete parts and service department with qualified service technicians to fix and repair your vehicle. So for your next brand new or pre-owned vehicle, make it Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland.
How would you like to look and feel better? If so, then visit the Ford Center for Anti-Aging, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest. Dr. Ford has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding area since 1984. He is a licensed physician with the Board of Anti-Aging Medicine, offering affordable Botox injections. Botox is a medication that is used to treat dynamic wrinkles such as crow's feet, forehead lines, and frown lines. In addition to Botox therapy, rejuvenate and smooth wrinkled skin. The micro laser peel treats skin conditions associated with aging and active lifestyles. If you're looking for safe and affordable anti-aging treatment, call the Ford Center for Anti-Aging at 423-614-0535, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest.
I'm Dr. James Markham, host of the television program Heart of Health, seen right here on WTNB television, Thursday at 7 o'clock, Friday at 8 a.m., or Sunday at 3:30 p.m.
I'm Wes Robbins with Landmark Insurance Brokerage. When it comes to employee benefits, we've got you covered. Call me today for the best service and best solutions to your group health and employee benefits needs. At Landmark Insurance Brokerage, we've got you covered.
Standing by, Joe. Standing by. Snake producer Joe. I'm surprised we don't have a basket with cobras in here.
We need to do that. We need to bring some snakes in here.
Welcome back to Tennessee this morning. We appreciate you joining us. It is 7:10 a.m. if you're getting ready for your day and 70 degrees. But more importantly, we have a very special guest from the Caring Place.
Yes.
Christy Ritzhaupt.
Yes.
I said it right.
Yes.
Excellent. Christy is the newest member of the Caring Place team. She has just joined their team over there. And for our audience, for some of our viewers may not be familiar with the Caring Place. Very popular nonprofit here in town. But for those who don't know about the Caring Place, what exactly is it?
The Caring Place is a nonprofit organization that provides food and clothing for residents in Bradley County that live at or below the poverty limit.
Okay.
So we are open for clients Tuesday through Friday, 9 to 12, and then we're also open Tuesday evenings from 6 to 8. And there is a process to get verified that you can come in and receive services. If you're a single member, you can come in once a month. If you are a family of 2 or more, you can come twice a month. You get 23 pounds of food, and you can shop through the clothing that we have that's been donated from people in the community. And we also just recently started a diaper program. So,
yeah, and that's an amazing program.
It is.
I think is it called Diaper Love?
Diaper Love, yes.
It's a wonderful program. I have 2 small children, one of which is still in diapers. We're working really hard to get out.
Yeah.
But that's an expensive endeavor. I mean, that's
It really
motivation
is.
to get them off diapers.
It really
but
is.
It can cost you a small fortune.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you highlighted something important with the Caring Place, is that while it's certainly a wonderful organization that offers food and clothing, you just don't randomly give it out to anybody that walks up. There is a process.
Yes.
And I think that's good for those of our viewers who are watching, because a lot of people think that we're just giving. You guys are really good stewards over what resources you have.
We want to make sure that the food really gets to the people who need it.
Right.
And that the clothing gets to the people that need it. And so we make sure that you provide a picture ID, that you have proof of residency in Bradley County, that you provide proof of your income, how many people live in your household by showing Social Security cards. So we also are asking for proof of food stamps, just so we can kind of track that everyone who really needs assistance is getting it from everywhere that they can get it.
That's awesome.
Now, I had heard that Caring Place was primarily for homeless, but you're saying that's not the case.
No, let's see, in 2010, I believe we served 54 homeless families, but we provided over 10,000 tons of food in 2010. So we do serve the homeless, and we actually have special food bags for them. We give them pop-top lids and things that they don't have to have a stove for.
Right.
And we try to have backpacks and sleeping bags when we have those available that have been donated. We try to keep those back for when we have homeless people come in.
Great, great. Well, it's incredible work, but your position is particularly interesting. It's kind of a new position at the Caring Place. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
I'm the resource developer. Our client list is growing. We have a lot of need in Bradley County, and so my job is to make sure the resources grow. We're always looking for new volunteers that can come in and help fold clothes or drive to pick up food from different stores and different churches that donate, and also provide funding. I'm going to be talking to local corporations about how they can get involved, hopefully get their employees involved with volunteering, and just getting the word out that, you know, we serve Bradley County and we need Bradley County's help.
Well, and here's a great opportunity. Some of our viewers might be saying, this sounds terrific. I had no idea this resource was here in town. What can they do? What opportunities are there to volunteer, or can they donate to the Caring Place, and if so, how?
Absolutely. They can bring donations by Tuesday through Friday, 9 to 12. You can call us at 472-4414. The doors are locked when we're not open for clients, but we are full-time staff, so just give us a call and let us know you're out there. We love getting linens, blankets, towels. Those sorts of things are always a necessity for people. We do take some housewares, dishes, pots and pans. A lot of times someone might leave a violent household and need to start from scratch, and so we try to have those things available.
So, and let me clarify, like I was a bachelor, and I would get these t-shirts that just were a disaster. I wouldn't throw them away, and I'd say, hey, maybe I can donate them. At the Caring Place, we're looking for what you call gently used items.
Yes, we have a process where the clothes go through 2 different departments before we put it out. We want to make sure that we create like a store environment. We put everything up on hangers by size so that people can come in. It's very dignified. It's not any digging through like you might do at a sale.
Right.
And We don't want anything that you wouldn't wear yourself. We don't want things that are stained or that have holes. We want everything to look wearable, and we are very particular about what we put out.
And we might want to qualify. Mr. Tolbert here wears some stuff that is a little concerning. So we'll say stuff that the average person would wear is the type of stuff that you want, right?
Yes.
Gently used though. Seriously, folks, it's not somewhere to take your trash.
No, we don't want any more. We don't want anybody's garbage.
That's right. And I love the word that you use, dignity. You know, a lot of these people that use the carrying place are working families.
Yes.
And really just struggling to get by, to pay the bills. They aren't homeless. They just need a little hand up to get ahead, and their grocery bill is tight, and maybe their clothes bill is tight, and this is a great opportunity to help them.
Do you take donations of food?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Any canned food, non-perishable food, and we actually have a new walk-in cooler that we can have milk, cheese, butter, those kinds of things. You know, milk can cost you around $6 a gallon, so a lot of children aren't getting that. So any store that is getting close to the expiration date, if you need a place for that milk to go, give us a call. We'll come pick it up.
Wow.
We really want to get food where it needs to go.
So you'll actually, if you've got some food at home and you call a carrying place, you'll send somebody out to get that stuff.
If you have a large amount of food, we will be glad to do that. We have barrels set up at churches and businesses in town, and we pick those up, and we also make regular stops at stores in town that make regular donations to us. So
now you have a pretty strong network of church support. It was dozens, correct?
Yes, we have about 62 churches that provide support either in food or financial.
That's
so,
amazing.
and the Carrying Place started as a church organization, so it's important to keep that.
Right.
To keep that open. We are a Christian organization. We are very much Christ-based, and so we really appreciate church support. And what's happening is a lot of churches are closing their own food banks.
Yes.
And so when they get calls saying, I need help, I need food, or people stop in and say, what can you do to help? They point them to the Carrying Place. So we really appreciate those churches also supporting us in sending us new clients and resources.
So I'm going to throw a challenge out there to our viewers. You're going to go grocery shopping in the next couple weeks probably. We all do. You're buying a gallon of milk. Make it 2 gallons. If you're going to buy some canned goods, double up. And make a donation to the Carrying Place. Again, how they can make a donation and the phone number they can call.
It's 472-4414, or you can come by Tuesday through Friday from 9 to 12.
And where are you located?
We're on Wildwood Avenue, 130 Wildwood, and you can, if you can't find us, give us a call and we'll get you there.
472-4414.
If I was taking Inman out towards Polk County and just turn right on the Wildwood,
and it's
right
the first building on the right.
Can't miss it. It's right there, right off the corner there.
Just for the record, my weekend t-shirt with all the holes in it, it creates a really nice tanning pattern whenever I'm mowing the lawn.
As my kids say, it's a holy shirt.
It is. It's a holy shirt.
Yes.
We have a question to ask her.
Yes, we do.
Favorite restaurant in town?
Cafe Roma.
Oh.
I wonder why.
I wonder why.
Tell us why, Christy.
My husband Shannon opened Cafe Roma 8 years ago here in Cleveland downtown, so I eat there often.
It's a delicious cafe, and guess what I'm going to say? The chicken salad is fantastic.
It is. It is. I'm going there probably today to have lunch myself. So
without me.
Maybe he'll bring you some leftovers.
That's not a bad idea.
No.
No.
Sweet potato fries, man. Sweet potato fries, that's what I want.
I will order those for me. Christy, one last time, the phone number to the Carrying Place.
It's 472-4414, or look us up online, thecarryingplaceonline.org.
thecarryingplaceonline.org, 472-4414, or even if you have donations, just swing by right there on the corner, almost on the corner of Inman and Wildwood, where Wildwood kind of peels off. It's right there on your right. You can't miss it.
That's right.
Christy, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for asking me to come. I enjoyed it.
We really appreciate it. We appreciate what the Caring Place does for this community for so many people. And I'm going to really ask our viewers to get behind the Caring Place, rally some support. If your church is involved, make sure you're making donations. Get behind. You can personally make donations anytime, any day of the week, Monday through Thursday, did you say?
It's
9 to
Tuesday
12.
through Friday.
Tuesday.
So beginning today through Friday.
We're there
Through
all
Friday,
week.
9 to 12, or just call if
Yes,
you have any
give us a
questions.
call.
472-4414. One last time, thank you, Christy. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Folks, we have a great wrap up this morning, 7:21. We'll be right back.
I'm Dr. James Markham, host of the television program Heart of Health, seen right here on WTNB television, Thursday at 7 o'clock, Friday at 8 a.m., or Sunday at 3:30 p.m.
I'm Wes Robbins with Landmark Insurance Brokerage. When it comes to employee benefits, we've got you covered. Call me today for the best service and best solutions to your group health and employee benefits needs. At Landmark Insurance Brokerage, we've got you covered.
How would you like to look and feel better? If so, then visit the Ford Center for Anti-Aging, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest. Dr. Ford has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding area since 1984. He is a licensed physician with the Board of Anti-Aging Medicine, offering affordable Botox injections. Botox is a medication that is used to treat dynamic wrinkles such as crow's feet, forehead lines, and frown lines. In addition to Botox therapy, rejuvenate and smooth wrinkled skin. The micro laser peel treats skin conditions associated with aging and active lifestyles. If you're looking for safe and affordable anti-aging treatment, call the Ford Center for Anti-Aging at 423-614-0535, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest.
Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland, is your #1 Dodge Chrysler and Jeep dealer in this area. Stop by and see the brand new 2011 Chrysler 200. The 200 is essentially a new nameplate with a significant facelift to the outgoing 2010 Chrysler Sebring. A beautiful vehicle at an unbeatable price. And while you're there, check out the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee and the newly designed Dodge Durango. Redesigned, revamped, and reinvigorated. Yes, the Dodge Durango is back, bigger and better than ever. Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep offers a complete parts and service department with qualified service technicians to fix and repair your vehicle. So for your next brand new or pre-owned vehicle, make it Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland.
Welcome back. Tuesday morning, 7:23 a.m. and a beautiful, cool, crisp 70 degrees. We're going to take a quick look at your local weather. I mentioned cool, crisp, and 70 degrees only because it's not going to stay that way. So please enjoy this weather because the rest of the week it's going to look more like last week, the week before that, and the week before that. Today, partly sunny, a high of 93. Tomorrow, partly sunny, high of 93. Thursday, partly sunny and a high of 96 degrees.
So the beginning of September will be 96 degrees.
That's just wrong.
I know.
But football is coming.
And that's the only reprieve we have.
That's right. That's right. So that's your local weather. We have a number of upcoming things and favorite things and what to watch for. Upcoming events. Well, you know, I wanted to get your take. Last night, for you Dancing with the Stars fans, season 13 cast was announced.
Oh, really? Who's
Yes.
on? Who's the?
We have David Arquette.
Okay.
Who
Courtney Cox's husband,
used to be married to Courtney Cox.
Yeah.
You must be looking for a new partner. Ron Artest.
Oh no!
From the LA Lakers basketball player.
You know he's changing his name, right?
Yeah, no, it's something.
Meta World Peace is what he's changing his name to.
So currently, Ron Artest, maybe soon to be Meta World Peace.
Yeah.
LA Laker is dancing. Elizabetta Canales.
I have no idea who that is.
You don't, but you will know her ex-boyfriend, George Clooney.
Oh, well, of course.
So
Everybody knows George Clooney. He's dreamy.
she's famous for dating somebody.
That's it.
You mentioned the word socialite earlier. Is that what's a socialite?
Famous for dating someone.
That's good. Funny. Everybody's favorite, Nancy Grace, will be dancing with the stars.
Nancy Grace.
I wonder if she'll yell at the camera while she's dancing.
She'll definitely yell at the judges.
The judges will be intimidated. Ricky Lake.
Oh my, Ricky Lake.
I thought Ricky Lake had actually been on it once, but maybe not.
No, I don't think she has.
And then China Phillips, for those of
Wilson Phillips.
Wilson Phillips.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So those are just
Daniel.
some of our.
They sang that
Yeah,
song.
yeah. Don't
Daniel.
sing it. Don't sing it.
It was.
Yeah. So that's your Dancing with the Stars cast. What to watch for? We got a number of good things on television tonight. Tonight is going to be a battle for the remote control for those of you on there. For
oh boy.
Probably for tennis fans. U.S. Open.
U.S. Open starts. That's cool.
Yep. So that's on ESPN2 tonight. The World Series of Poker. I know a lot of guys out there, big poker fans, like big poker players, like to watch that. Probably a middle of the road for guys who like action, women who like romance. My wife. AMC, the American Movie Channel, Top Gun comes on tonight. No. An 80s hit, huge movie.
Made Tom Cruise's career.
Yeah, absolutely. Tom Cruise star, Val Kilmer co-star.
Oh, Val Kilmer was great. Tom Cruise actually became a superstar because of that movie. He'd done other movies, you know, Risky Business and Cocktail and some other ones, but that made his career right there.
ABC tonight has the television show Combat Hospital, which is kind of catching on.
Oh, it's kind of like MASH.
It's kind of like MASH, kind of like ER.
Like a modern MASH type thing.
I think it takes place in Afghanistan.
I don't think it's as funny as MASH, though.
I don't think so. No Hawkeye in there.
That's a bummer.
So those are the upcoming events or things to watch for. You got a favorite person today?
Favorite person today is Clara Beck.
Okay.
Clara Beck is our division secretary where I work, and yesterday I scheduled myself to do something that was extremely important to do, but I scheduled myself over a time when I actually was teaching a class. And so she had to scrounge and cover for me for about an hour yesterday, and I got in a little bit of trouble. But that beside the point, Claire was so gracious and so nice. She took care of it and covered for me, and so I owe her a debt of gratitude.
Nice. So you gave her a plug on our television show. So, Clara, you're one of his favorite people. I am going to go with somebody you mentioned last week, or I think the week before. My wife had a birthday this past Saturday, and she came on and made my birthday very special here. Got rid of him for the day, which was a gift in itself. Just kidding. But she joined me.
That's not true. Saturday, she was at Pooches to Pedigree.
She was.
And I was there, too.
She was. She was there, and we went out on a date. We don't go to Chattanooga often, but we went to Chattanooga. So my favorite person, my wife, Heather. Happy birthday, babe.
That's so sweet.
So those are our favorite people. Anything you want to say?
No, I really don't have it. I want to say goodbye and good luck, and I'll see you next week.
Going to Cafe Roma today with one of my good friends, Stephen Crass. Thanks for joining us this morning, 7:29 a.m., 71 degrees. Have a wonderful Tuesday morning.